I've made over $800,000 from trading now, and in the next 10 minutes, I want to help scale your trading by 10x. So without further ado, timer starts now. Now, the one reason why I see so many people suck at trading is know your setup, know your edge. So many people have 10 different strategies that they're looking for in the market. And how can you have clarity? How can you have consistency when you don't know what you're looking for? Have one specific setup, have one thing that you're looking for every single day, knowing that this is what I know. This is what makes me money, and you're going to cut out all the noise. Stop looking for big moves in the market. Stop looking for things that you don't normally trade. Stop looking for a bunch of YouTube videos of other strategies because you can't wait for your setup. The best traders in the world know what they look for, know why they look for it, and they do not go anywhere else. Have a solidified system, a solidified strategy, and stick to it. Do not exchange your long-term desires for short-term satisfaction by taking dumb setups intraday that you know is not your setup. Build consistency through one setup, know your edge, and do not strive away from it. Only focus on improving it, building conviction with it, building confidence with it, and make that a part of your identity. One setup, one system, do not stray away from it. Now, the next piece of advice is be an observer. So many people come into the market and are looking at the market in terms of their will. What do I want to see in the market? What do I want to think that the market's going to do for my benefit? They don't care about what the reality is. They don't care about what is the market actually showing me in front of my face. All that you care about is how can I benefit from it? You are trying to inflict your will. You are not being an observer. Our job as a trader is to be reactive. If the market is showing me nothing and it's not showing me my setup, as an observer, I am doing nothing. I sit there and I do not trade. I do not try to force something. I do not execute. And the reason why you guys take dumb trades is because you're not being an observer. You're tying your own satisfaction. You're tying your own expectations, your own intentions. You want to make a bunch of money, so you're seeing opportunity that's not there. You are not being an observer. You want to focus on what is the market actually showing me, not with a false perspective of, oh, what's going to benefit me? Oh, is this maybe my setup? Oh, this maybe might make me money. Oh, this has the potential to make me money. No, you need to cut out all of the bullshit and all of the dumb trades that are getting in the way of your success. You need to be an observer. Do not let yourself try to see things that aren't there and perceive the market out of your own will. You need to be an observer. Let the market tell you what to do, not the other way around. The next thing you need to focus on is seek habits, not profit. Making money does not mean you are doing something right, and losing money does not mean you are doing something wrong. What you need to manage is the input. Are you coming into the day focusing on building good habits? What does that look like? Only taking your setup, having good risk management, not over leveraging, not taking dumb setups. That is what you need to be seeking. If you seek profit, you're setting yourself up to gamble, take dumb trades, over leverage, FOMO into trades. Because when you perceive the market in a form of I want to make money, you are going to seek it and see it in a skewed perspective. And in that perspective is only going to set you up for failure. Seek the actual habits in the process that is going to make you money long term. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you make money. It matters, are you going to keep that money? Let me say that again. Trading is about keeping money, not making money. Do not seek the profit. The profit will come when you are seeking and caring more about the habits and the process that is actually going to build you into that good of a trader. So stop focusing on, am I going to make money? Is this going to happen? You will make money, but you need to be focused on seeking the actual habits and what is going to actually bring you that success. So learn to build satisfaction off of doing what you should be doing. Did I come into the day? Did I take a trade based off my model? Was it a good setup? Was I being an observer? Was this actually what I should have done? If the answer is yes, win or lose, you should be satisfied. Because if you lose and you did everything that you needed to do over a long period of time, because you have to be in a longevity mindset, you will make money. And if you are seeking habits, you are building an actual person that is profitable, not you trying to be profitable. So ask yourself, are you the version of you trying to be profitable, or are you the version of you actually who is profitable? And the only way to build the version of you who is profitable is by focusing on building good habits, seeking the process, not the profits. Now, the next piece of advice I have is get a coach, get a mentor, get somebody who is actually going to help you. Now, I personally have taught over 1,000 students now, and I have a mentorship that I personally live trade with my students. I have 60 plus videos of education. There's a community. I do coaching calls and hop on and help people fix problems, because if you're making the same mistakes over and over again and you don't know how to fix it, you don't know what you're doing right, you don't know if you're actually executing trades you should be doing, you don't know, you end up running into the same cycle over and over again. And I've had people that have come into my mentorship that have literally been stuck on a wall for years, that have been losing for years, if not even more, that finally end up breaking that wall through somebody who's done it before. Get advice and pay for education. Pay for somebody who has done it so that you don't spend years of your own time wasting time making the same mistake. Because trust me, you do not want to have to touch the hot stove 100, 1,000 times until you actually learn what's right and what's wrong. Learn from somebody who has done it, whether it is me or somebody else that you trust and you know that you can actually learn from, because this is going to speed up the process. Without a coach, without a mentor, all you're doing is relying on your own understanding. And how can you rely on your own understanding when you yourself are not successful? Learn from somebody who has done it before, who knows what they're doing, who can help give you guidance and push you towards success. This is a must. You have to have somebody that has done it before to give you actual guidance. Now, the next thing on this list is detach from the outcome. Stop caring and adding and relating your personal worth to your outcome. It doesn't matter if you came into the market and you made money or you lost money. What matters, like we talked about before, is the habits. Detach from the outcome. I see people that come into the day will lose, and the entire rest of the day, they're ruined. And it used to be a problem for me. I would make a trade in the morning, I would lose, and my entire day was ruined. I could not live my life. I couldn't be focused. And the reason why this is because we are attaching our outcome to how we feel, who we are as individuals. And this doesn't go with the second point here, being an observer. When we come into the market, we should not be trading as ourselves. We should not be trading as individuals who are seeking to make money, who are seeking to quit our job, who are seeking to, become and get an amazing life and go travel and do all these things. Because when we set ourselves in that environment with all of these goals, it gets in the way of our actual success. We see things from a skewed perspective, we make emotional decision making, and our goal is to detach from the outcome. The only way to actually fall in line with the process and grow is if we don't care about the outcome. Stop caring about when you're going to be profitable or when you're going to make money. Just focus on the process and continue to learn. Forever be a student. I am always going to be a student. The market and my trading data is always continuing to show me what I need to improve on. Now, the next point is fix the operator, not the system. Trading is nothing but a reflection of who you are. And like we talked about before, are you the person to break your rules and swipe it under the rug? Are you the type of person to continue to make the same mistakes over and over again and not fix them because you're lazy? You blame the system, you blame the market, you blame the strategy, you blame something else except for yourself. And trust me, nothing is doing it except for you. And as soon as you recognize that you are the problem and not anything else, that is the only way that you are going to be successful, is if you recognize you are the problem. How can I improve myself? Because if I improve myself in my life, it transfers over to trading. I see people that only focus on their trading instead of who they are as individuals and who they are in their life. How can you expect to be disciplined on the charts if you're not disciplined in your life? How can you expect to be patient in the charts if you're not patient in your life? How can you expect to be somebody who can trust in yourself to make the right decisions if you can't trust yourself in your own life to make the right decisions? You have to fix the operator. You have to fix you. Fix your problems and the things that are lacking in your life that are getting in the way of your success. Now, the last piece of advice that I have is journal, journal, journal. Without journaling, how do you know if you're doing something right? How do you know if you're improving? How do you know what needs to be fixed? How do you know what aspect of your trading when it comes to your strategy needs to change? Am I trading at the right time? Am I doing this right? You need to journal your trades. In fact, over 6 months ago, I started working on a journaling software called TradePath. It is finally launched. You guys can go to this website and get a journal where you can connect your broker or do it manually. But this is an opportunity for you to see clearly what your stats show you, your trade win percentage, your average risk. There's statistics, there's journaling page, and you can actually journal your trades and see and go through the process of writing down, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? How can I improve? How can I continue to grow? Because you have to spend time journaling your trades. If you don't know what to improve and you can't see your progress. But there you go. Timer is up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.